I'm Luke Hatfield. I'm joined by Wolves correspondent Timothy Spears today. Tim,
Lucas.
A rare disappointment for Wolves fans over the weekend, lost to QPR. They've got a game against Norwich now. I mean, how does Nuno go about changing things to pull out a result for his team?
I don't think he'll change too much in terms of style because he hasn't done that all season. But he said it on Saturday. He's demanding a reaction from his team straight away. And in fairness to Wolves, they've done that this season. They've only lost twice in the league. Cardiff at home and Sheffield United away. After Cardiff, they went to Southampton in the Cup and won handsomely 2-0. And after Sheffield United away, they went and thrashed Burton 4-0 a few days later. So they've shown that they can bounce back from defeats quite well. And he'll be demanding that reaction from them tomorrow, because if you've got any designs of being a top two team in the Championship, you can't lose two in a row. Certainly not often anyway. You can't be a team that gets stuck in a rut and in a bad run of form. You know, Wolves are going to be picking up points all season long in what's such a competitive division. But they've got every chance of doing so. I think the game will suit their style more than the QPR game did. On paper, the QPR game was the easiest of this week. So you got Fulham at home on Friday. But in practice, I think it might end up being the most difficult because of the way that they approach the game and stop Wolves playing. You don't expect that from Norwich. I think Norwich will take the game to Wolves. The onus is on them, being the home team, to do that. They lost at home to Derby at the weekend, so they'll be wanting a reaction as well. I think they'll come and attack Wolves, and I think it'll suit Wolves. Wolves have got a great away record, the best away record in the division. And then we look at the Fulham game on Friday. I think will suit Wolves well as well. So I'd be hopeful of them bouncing back.
Are we going to see many players come in? I mean, the likes of Helder Costa didn't start on Saturday, but could he be back in form, back in the team with Nuno?
He certainly didn't do enough at QPR to force his way into the team. I mean, he got a decent run out. I think it was 55 minutes. He replaced Cavallero, who had a poor game. For me, I think he will make changes when he's got to make one change because Roman Stacey is suspended. So I think Alfred N'Jai is the obvious person to come in for him. I think he would have played on Saturday in hindsight, looking back at the game. I think it was perfect for N'Jai. But he'll come in, I'm sure, ahead of Jack Price. And then other options, I mean, Barry Douglas's form has been off really since he came back from injury. I think his place is vulnerable. I'd say Ruben Vinagra's, certainly put his hand up to say that he can do a job. Central defence, I mean, Wolves have got three excellent centre halves now. The strength and depth is frightening. Who aren't in the team. Willie Bolly's now back to full fitness. Ryan was on the bench on Saturday. Ryan Bennett against his former club, he'll be desperate to play. And Courtney Hawes as well, who was so good against Manchester City. Roderick Miranda was given a really tough time against QPR in the second half, so I think his place is vulnerable as well. And then you've got Costa. It's the Costa conundrum at the moment. He's played 6 times and he's done nothing, and he's a shadow of the player he was last season. So whether Nuno has the faith to put him in from the start, we'll see. But it's a difficult one.
Do you think it's a form thing with Costa, or do you think the ankles still bother him a little bit? I mean, he was a long time out.
I mean, yeah, he was out since March, and you expect him to take a while to get back into the swing of it. But he just doesn't look the same guy to me. He looks like he's kind of zoned out in games, and he's not the same person. By all accounts, he's been flying and training.
Yeah. So
perhaps it's a confidence thing, but when he's got a defender in front of him, you expect him to take him on. And he's not. He's doing the safe option and he's passing to a teammate. So he doesn't quite look himself yet. Maybe a goal or an assist will hopefully get him going. But we'll see. It is going to be a tough test. Looking at Norwich's team, there's plenty of danger in there. Cameron Jerome being the main one. He loves scoring against Wolves. He scored 7 goals against Wolves over the years. Scored against them last year in a 2-1 win at Molineux. And Wolves, of course, lost the reverse fixture as well at Carrow 3-1. Wes Hoolahan was great that day. He'll be another danger man.